So, we are back in the laboratory, as you can see, the laboratory, while we wait for the finishing touches to be put on the studio by the contractors. They're painting the floor, basically, so we can't be there. So, that is that. Got a pair of sneakers in hand. This is a sneaker we talked about. We've done another video on. Why are you smiling?
You're just reckless with the possessions.
Well, the box actually, this is a funny story, really quickly. This box, you see how it's wrecked? That occurred because this young man fell off of a stool onto it. Don't ask me how that happened. Okay, so I was trying to take a picture of the shoes, so I was up high. I tried to get off the stool. I put my foot on it was actually like it was like a bar stool. Then I tried to step onto a chair. That chair gave way. I couldn't drop the camera, so I just had to down goes Frazier.
Yeah.
We have a pair of sneakers that I'm very excited about. Before we get into the sneaker is this right here. Bam.
No drum roll.
No drum roll. The Jordan Westbrook. Why not 0.1? And this is the mirror image colorway. So we're going to talk about this in a second. Before we get into the sneaker, the Band Uncivilized hoodie in the red colorway will be available to purchase this Wednesday. That's just a couple days away, January 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. MrFomerSimpson.com sizes small to 3XL, and they are $65. Yes, we do ship internationally, by the way, because we get that question a lot. So limited quantities. If you want one, please be on the site ready to go at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, because once they are gone, they are gone. Anything else to add before we get into the sneaker?
No.
Okay, here is the sneaker. So, like I mentioned, we did a video on this sneaker before we had them in hand, just to talk about some of the tech and what our initial thoughts on them were. But now having them in hand, I want to discuss. I want to dive in a little bit further, because you can never get the insight, for lack of a better word, like you can when you actually have the sneaker.
For sure.
It's just different. So that's that. Now we will be doing a full performance review on these as well. I don't know. This may be my new go-to on-court sneaker here. We will see. Time will tell. But let's talk about these. So right off the bat, let's talk about when they're available, how much they cost, etc., etc. These actually released earlier today, January 15th, and they are $125. Now this is the mirror image colorway, very limited all things considered.
Yeah.
There's another more general release colorway that will release next month, February 15th, for that same $125 price tag. So right off the bat, a really, really good price point.
Yeah.
Like a really good price point.
Yeah, very good.
So happy about that. So that's when they'll be available. Let's talk about the fit, because that's the one thing that, of course, you could never talk about without having the shoe. You can't talk about the fit if you've never put your foot in it.
Yeah.
So these do fit true to size, but let me tell you, what am I going to say?
Hard to put on.
Very, very, this may be one of the most difficult sneakers that I've ever put on my foot.
Yeah.
Having said that, once my foot was in the sneaker, they felt tremendous.
Yeah.
Snug, but not too tight. Definitely true to size. There's no way I would size up.
Yeah.
Even though they are hard to get on, there's no way I would size up. And what I noticed right away, just moving around in them, was you can really feel that full-length zoom unit.
Yeah.
It's definitely the zoom unit in this. It feels kind of bouncy, which I personally like. I like how that feels. Now, something else I'll say is that there's not a tremendous amount of flexibility with the sneaker. You look at the bottom of it, there's no major flex groove or anything like that. You do have that full-length zoom unit, which gives you cushioning, but you do lose a little bit sometimes flexibility-wise, also with court feel and stuff like that. Of course, you have the strap front and center right here, which I like straps. I like straps on basketball sneakers because I feel like it almost always enhances the lockdown.
Yeah.
So there's that. The most visual or visible, I guess I should say, feature on the sneaker is this massive heel counter.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that it's going to be really, really good for support and stability and lockdown and all that stuff, because it just moving around in it a little bit, you could really feel how your foot was kind of like, it's almost like a half of a bat cave or something. You know what I mean? Where you can just like sit in and just be secure. You know, the bat cave is super secure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me that's not, looks very Batman-ish.
Oh, for sure.
Very, very Bruce Wayne-esque.
Yeah.
But again, not the most flexible thing.
Yeah.
To me, those are like the main features or the main tech that's been used. You know, there's a fused mesh upper and, you know, there's different things. Another thing I noticed just trying them on was, and moving around in them a little bit, was a really chunky back seat, so to speak.
Oh, for the Achilles.
Yeah, it's really cushioned, and I think that's got to be there because of this.
Yeah.
You know, without that, I think it would be super uncomfortable. But they really cushioned that heel and Achilles area, and I think that's going to be a really good look. There's also something to note. This is a small feature, but you have the lace lock, which I think is kind of cool, because one of the things with a basketball sneaker that can get really annoying is when you have to constantly relace and retighten because they're getting loose and loose and loose. With that lace lock, you can just lace it up as tight as you want, lock it in, and bam, you're good to go. These very much, to me, have a race car type of feel, like a Batmobile type of feel, seriously. Yeah, it's just like very aerodynamic. I mean, I'm excited about them because it definitely has some similarities and kind of parallels along what Jordan has been bringing us all with the Jordan Performance line.
Yeah.
But they've added some really new features too, like when's the last Jordan Performance sneaker that had a strap?
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. You know, like this huge Batmobile piece on the back. Similar, but different enough to where it's like, hey, I want to hoop in that. It's intriguing, right? Like, I want to see how that is. I want to take those things for a few spins.
It's provocative.
It's provocative. It gets the people going. So really the only thing left to do is play in them. So that's it. What does it say on here? Michael Jordan has overcome the acceleration of gravity by the application of his muscle power in the vertical plane, thus producing a low altitude Earth orbit. Okay, so that's all I have to say about this sneaker. Really excited to play in them. I'm going to play in them. Buckets is going to play in them. And we will take you along with us, because that is what we do on the Almost Daily Vlog. Yes, we show you the sneaker, but we also take you with us as we wear them. Anything to say about them?
No, I'm excited to play in them. Always a new performance sneaker is very exciting, so.
That is all we have to say about this sneaker, the Jordan Westbrook Why Not 0.1. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Leave a comment below. Let us know how you feel about this sneaker. Like them, love them, hate them. What are you playing ball in these days? Is it a Jordan brand sneaker? Is it something else? Always love to hear from you. So leave a comment below. This is Buckets. I am Foamy, and we are out of here.